Okay, I have an insignia Icemaker. There's the model, and I kept getting a add water light no matter what. Filled it up. Again, people say try salt. And anyway, there's also a little unit up here. If you take off the four, you can carefully pull this out. But do be careful. There's wires here. They're really thin, so you could damage them. They say you can clean that. Again, I figured, let's go there. If we'll go there afterwards, well, let's start basically, where, more the simple thing. So I was told that these here, there's two micro switches. I just checked the continuity on those, again, across the pins. But I did unplug them first, and they were fine. Both were working. So then pre to that, I did get ready. I did end up pulling out the box, the controller, and basically there's just a screw here, holds the lid up. You slide this out. You have to cut a couple of ties here and there, and then basically that's what you have. This is the one for it. I pulled this off, tested my switches here. Everything was good. I plugged them back in, and then basically I was figuring I'm getting no sound or anything from the water pump. So I traced it back, and the water pump happened to be that one right there. So I unplugged it. There is gum and stuff like that on it, so you do have to be careful. It's like a cheap wax glue type thing, but it peeled off pretty easy. And then basically I did unplug the unit, to traced all the way back in. Again, the pump sits back in here, and if you notice, it is a 12 volt. So I did set my meter to 12 volts DC, and I went across the pins. And what I did is I turned my unit on. I activated, again, be careful because there's, the potential of shock. But I went across the pins, and I was getting 12 volt readings. So again, I assumed that it was my pump, and so I did remove my pump. Again, the pump removal, there's two holes on the underside, here and here. You just got to unscrew it, and then you just carefully pull the unit out, and then unhook the unit from here. And basically I did, to have it out, I did then just hook it directly to see. Looked inside, and I was getting no movement at all. So I carefully removed the 3 screws here, pulled the unit apart. Again, there's a gasket in there, so again, make sure you put it back in and reseat it properly. But internally in here, it's like a fish pump. And basically there's a little piece, and sure enough, there was some debris and whatnot in there preventing the impeller from spinning. So I cleaned it all up, and then basically what I did is, just to test it, I turned around and plugged it back into my spot. I plugged it back into my spot, back in here. I have my pump, and again, we're looking so I just activated it again, put the unit on. I listened to it. You can hear the unit power up. You hear some things moving, and then there you go. I get a spin. I can feel. And again, after you leave it for so long, it goes like two quick pulses, and then a longer pulse, and then the light will come back on again. That's because, again, obviously I have no water in here now. But now this is spinning, which it wasn't before. So I'm going to go back and install it back over again and put it all together, and that's my fix. Okay, cut out, all back together. Again, put the cover back on. There's little clips here. Make sure you slide them in. When you put it all together, you sort of have to, I found, do one side sort of loose in here, and then sort of snap it all in place, and then do the other side, then tighten it all down. Basically turned it on, added water, turned it on. Oh, I should want to go to the small ones. This thing here, for whatever reason, always over. You say it's your water temperature and stuff, but again, I don't know. But it wants to give me huge ice cubes, even on the small one. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. But everything's running. So again, just check those micro switches. Check, open up the box. Again, take your reading. Like I said, see if you're getting power to the pump, and if you are, then check that pump or replace the pump. Again, fan is going. I don't know if you can listen though, but it doesn't sound the best either. So I'm sure these units aren't meant to last.